Environmental inequality is a condition of unevenness in the sharing of environmental opportunities between different groups in society. Measures of environmental inequalities include air pollution, industrial pollution, transportation pollution, and noise pollution. Mark Lopez, the director of the East Yard Communities for Environmental Justice, campaigns against his living conditions and those around him. He calls these living conditions a product of environmental racism.
So environmental racism is a disproportionate effects from industrial pollution in low-income communities of color.
And more likely than not, the negative environmental inequalities tend to affect those that live in communities of people of color.
I mean, it's really hectic because it's just like there's more traffic and like the carbonation, like the cars, and just like how dirty it makes it seem. Like it's just so much dirtier. Like people will come and like just so you can see yourself like how dirty it is out here. Definitely, if you go a couple of maybe 3 main streets away, it's a completely different neighborhood. It's a lot nicer. It's a lot more nice. Down over here, it's really ugly. It's very dirty. People don't care. You can even see it in the air. You can smell air differently over there than over here. It's a lot more fresh and clean. I actually have asthma because of all the smog in the air and how contaminated it is over here. I have a hard time breathing at times. Using humidifier every so often. It's just not good breathing. I got asthma when I was about 8, I think it was, and definitely, my mom just thought I would she just wondered what was wrong with me, and took me to the doctor. Couldn't breathe at times. Turns out our air is so dirty that it's not.
There's a lot of similarities. A lot of the communities are vulnerable in the same way, and so I think Long Beach also isn't homogeneous, right? And so what's going down on the west side isn't necessarily what's being experienced on the east side or some of the more the wealthier areas, right, of Long Beach, the wider areas of Long Beach, right? And so I think all those things need to be looked at to really understand the kind of complex issues of environmental racism in Long Beach.
I live here by the port in downtown Long Beach, and there are times where I wake up in my morning and you can just see it in the air. It's super polluted. Well, not only does it affect me, but it affects people in the environment by the dirty water around the port and around the whole place. There's a lot of work going down in the port. Boats coming in and out, and it develops the water to get dirty, which kills the fish. People can't go for a swim. I wouldn't go for a swim personally because how dirty it is, and not anybody can just come fishing. It's just not healthy. I mean, some people have allergies, they develop headaches. There's even been cases where people can start developing lung cancer.
According to collaborative research conducted by East Yard Communities for Environmental Justice and other organizations, data shows that the majority of those who live closest to high pollution levels tend to be people of color. Soil pollution occurs when soil contains chemicals that are toxic or otherwise dangerous for humans and other living things. This property is located in Lincoln Heights, and it has been abandoned for various years because it is toxic. However, the residents living around the area are exposed to this toxic ground.
I don't think anything has been done here because of the minority group that lives down here. I mean, nothing but Mexicans and blacks. There are a couple whites down here, but there's not like Huntington Beach. And Huntington Beach is all high class over there. Almost everybody's white, so that's why I think that things get done over there rather than things getting done here.
These agencies, these industries are not gonna act in our best interest on their own, right? We, the people in the communities, the ones experiencing it, need to be the ones to step forward, to speak up, to offer solutions. That's how it's going to happen. And so I think a lot of these issues, have to do with the perception of what our lives are worth, right? And so I think that runs across a lot of issues, right? Our communities can be dumped on because our lives aren't as valued, right? Our communities can experience police violence because our lives aren't as valued, right? And a whole other, range of issues. A lot of it is about lives not certain lives not being valued, right?